Hello everyone. In this video we'll discuss questions based on ratio. Students, before proceeding to examples, let's list out some of the formulas which are useful to solve numericals. It also reduces the time. So in case 1, it's given that when a number is divided into two parts and the ratio between the two parts is given as A is to B. In order to find out part A and part B, we can use this formula, that is A by A plus B into N, and B is equals to B by A plus B into N. Let's understand this by considering one example. Here given question is division of rupees 630 between P and Q in the ratio 7:8. Calculate the share of P and Q. So let's use the above formula for this. So that is rupees 630 is divided in the ratio of 7:8. So in order to get P value, that is 7 by, it's 7 plus 8 into 630. This will be equals to 7 by 15 into 630. So cancel out with 15. So it's 4 and 2. So 7 into 42, which is nothing but 294. Similarly, Q share is equals to 8 by 7 plus 8 into 630. This will be equals to 8 by 15 into 630. Here also we can cancel it with 15. So it's 42, and this will be equals to 336. Right? So the P share is rupees 294 and Q share is rupees 336. Let's look into one more scenario where a quantity increases or decreases in the ratio A is to B. Then in order to find out the new value or to find out the original value, we use the formula new value is equals to original value into B by A, where these A and B are nothing but the ratio between the value which has increased or decreased. Let's understand this by considering one example. Here Mr. X's salary is rupees 12,000. After increment, the ratio between old and new salary is 3:5. Find the new salary. In order to solve this, let's use the above formula. So to find out new salary, we'll use the formula which is given over here, that is original value 12,000 into B by A, that is 5 divided by 3. So this will be equals to 4 and here zeros. So which is nothing but 5 into 4, it's 20,000. That is the new salary is rupees 20,000. Let's solve some more questions based on ratios. Now let's solve the questions based on the concepts which we have discussed. The first one is calculate subduplicate ratio of 625 x to the power of 8 is to 400 and y to the power of 10. As you know that subduplicate ratio is nothing but square root of the given number. That is square root of 625 x to the power of 8 is to square root of 400 y to the power of 10. So this will be equals to square root of 625 is 25 and x to the power of 8 square root is x to the power of 4 is to square root of 400 is 20 and square root of y to the power of 10 is y to the power of 5. So this square root of x to the power of 8 is nothing but x to the power of 8 to the power 1 by 2. So here you can cancel out 2 and 8. So the resulting number is x to the power of 4. So that is what is written over here, that is x to the power of 4. Similarly, square root of y to the power of 10 is nothing but y to the power of 10. As you know that square root is nothing but power 1 by 2. So you can cancel out 2 and 10. So it will be y to the power of 5. So if you observe here we have 5 as a common factor, so we can cancel it out. So the resulting ratio is 5 x to the power of 4 to 4 y to the power of 5. Right? Let's look into the second question. Calculate subtriplicate ratio of 512 is to 343. As you know that subtriplicate ratio is nothing but we have to calculate cube root. That is cube root of 512 is to cube root of 343. As you know that cube root of 512 is nothing but 8. So 8 cube is 512. So let me write like that. So cube root of 8 cube is to cube root of 7 cube. So this will be equals to, here we can cancel out power 3 and 1 by 3 is to 7 to the power of 3 into 1 by 3. cancel out 3 and 3. So the resulting ratio is 8:7, right? Let's look into the third question. Here we have to calculate compounded ratio of 3:5, duplicate ratio of 7:6, triplicate ratio of 1:2 and subduplicate ratio of 121:169. As you know that compounded ratio is nothing but multiplication of antecedents and multiplication of consequence, right? So let's take the ratios. So its compounded ratio between first is 3/5 into duplicate ratio of 7:6. That means we need to consider 7 square, that is 49, divided by 6 square, 36, into triplicate ratio of 1:2, that is 1 cube is to 2 cube, which is nothing but 1/8, into subduplicate, that is square root of 121, which is 11, divided by square root of 169, that is 13. So this will be equals to 3 into 49 into 11, this whole divided by 5 into 36 into 8 into 13. If you observe here, we can cancel out 3 with 36. So it will be 12, and that's it. We cannot cancel out any other terms. So let's write it. So 49 into 11, this divided by 12 into 5, it's 60, into 13 into 8, it's 100. So this is equals to 539 divided by 6240, or we can represent in terms of ratio as 539:6240. Let's look into the next question. Students, now let's solve the fourth question. Here the bases of two triangles are given which are in the ratio 4:5 and their heights are in the ratio of 3:8, and we have to find out the ratio between their areas. As you know that area of the triangle is nothing but half base into height, right? So let's take base as x and height as y units. Then, so the area of the first triangle, let me represent it as A1, that will be equals to half into its base is given as 4. As it is an unknown quantity, we will take it as 4x into its height is 3y, right? So this will be equals to 12xy divided by 2, or we can write it as 6xy, right? Let's take the second triangle area, that is A2, that will be equals to half into its base is 5x into height is given by 8. So it is 8y. So this is equals to 40xy by 2, or we can write it as 20xy. Now the question is we have to find out the ratio between the areas, that is A1 is to A2, that will be equals to 6xy is to 20xy. Let's cancel out the common factors here, xy and xy. 6 we can cancel out with 2, it's 3 and 10. So this will be equals to 3:10. That is, the ratio between the areas of two triangles is 3:10. In similar way, you can expect a question based on areas of the rectangle. As you know that area of the rectangle is L into B, even perimeter, which is 2 into L plus B. Now let's move on to next question. Students, let's look into the fifth question. Here A is to B is equals to 12:13 and B is to C is 26:31. We have to calculate A is to B is to C. So such type of ratios are known as continuous ratio. If you observe here, B, quantity B is common in both the ratios. But if you observe the value, it is different. So if we make the value as same in both the ratios, then we can represent it as a continuous ratio. In order to make the value as same, we will multiply the given ratio with 2. As you know that if we multiply or divide the two terms in the given ratio, the ratio value does not change. Let me explain this with simple example. If the ratio is given as 2:3, at the time we can multiply both the numerator and denominator with the same number so that the value does not change. That means if I multiply 2 into 3 is to 3 into 3, then it will be 6:9, or in simplified form it will be 2:3. That means we can multiply with the same number both the quantities. So we'll apply this concept over here. That is multiplying 12:13 with 2. Then it will be 12 into 2, it's 24, is to 13 into 2, it's 26. Now if you observe here, the value of B is same in both the ratios. Then we can represent it as a continuous ratio. Therefore, A is to B is to C is equals to 24 is to 26 is to 31. Right, students? Let's look into one more question. A box contains 39 toys with a combination of defective and non-defective toys. Which of the following cannot be a ratio of defective to non-defective toys? Such type of questions, it will be easy if we solve from the answers. So if you look into here, the total number of toys are 39. That means the number of defective and non-defective should divide this 39. So let's look into the answers. So here first answer is 4:6. That is the ratio between defective to non-defective is 4:6. Let's add this, that is 4 plus 6, that is equals to 10. But if you observe here, 39 is not divisible by 10, right? Let's go to the next option, which is given 9:4. That is 9 plus 4 is equals to 13, and 13 divides 39, right? Next is 8 plus 5, that is also equals to 13. So it is 39 divides 13, right? And 11:2, that is 11 plus 2 is equals to 13. So from these answers, we can conclude that the ratio which of the following cannot be a ratio of defective to non-defective toys. So this ratio cannot be a ratio of defective to non-defective. So the answer is 4:6, right? The next question is 5x is equals to 6y is equals to 11z. Then we have to find out the ratio between x, y and z. In order to solve this question, as all three quantities are equal, let's say this is equals to some constant k. That is 5x is equals to 6y is equals to 11z. This is equals to k. Now let's try to represent x, y, z in terms of k. That is 5x is equals to k, or we can write it as x is equals to k by 5, right? Similarly, 6y is equals to k, or we can write it as y is equals to k by 6. 11z is equals to k, which implies z is equals to k by 11. Now let's try to write the ratio between these three quantities. That is x is to y is to z is equals to k by 5 is to k by 6 is to k by 11. So the LCM for 5, 6, 11 will be 330. So k by 5 into 330 is to k by 6 into 330 is to k by 11 into 330. We can cancel out k. So it will be equals to, the resulting ratio is 66 is to 55 is to 30. Let's look into the 8th question. Here, two numbers are in the ratio 5:6. If 5 is subtracted from each of them, the ratio becomes 4:5. Find the numbers. In order to solve this question, let's consider the given numbers as 5x and 6x. And it's given that 5 is subtracted from each of them. That is 5x minus 5, as it is given a ratio. So it will be 5x minus 5 divided by 6x minus 5. That is equals to, it's given that 4:5. Once we subtract 5, the ratio is 4:5. That is 4 by 5. In order to solve the x value, just do the cross multiplication like this. So it will be 5 into 5x minus 5, which is 25x minus 25 is equals to 4 into 6x minus 5, which is 24x minus 5 into 4, it's 20. Bring this 24x to this side and 25 to this side to get x value. So 25x minus 24x. That will be equals to 25 minus 20. So x is equals to 25 minus 20 is 5. So therefore the numbers are 5x, that is 5 into 5, that is equals to 25, and another number is 6x, that is 6 into 5, that is equals to 30. So the numbers are 25 and 30. Students, let's solve the following question. If P is to Q is equals to 4 is to 5, what is the value of 2P plus 5Q divided by 3P minus 2Q? In order to solve this question, the simple method is to substitute P is equals to 4 and Q is equals to 5. Then it will be 2P plus 5Q divided by 3P minus 2Q. So this will be equals to 2 into, in place of P will write 4 plus 5 into 5. This whole divided by 3 into 4 minus 2 into 5. So this will be equals to 8 plus 25. This whole divided by 3 into 4 12 minus 5 into 2 10. So this is nothing but 25 plus 8 is 33 divided by 2. Or we can write it as 33 is to 2. This is a simple method to solve. Let's solve the 10th. Daily earnings of two persons are in the ratio 4 is to 5 and their daily expenses are in the ratio 7 is to 9. If each saves rupees 50 per day, their daily earnings are. It's given earnings and savings. From earnings, if you subtract savings, the resulting is nothing but expenditure, right? So we'll consider earnings as 4x and 5x. It's a ratio, so we'll take it as 4x divided by 5x. And these two persons are saving 50 rupees per day. So let's subtract that. So earnings minus savings. 4x minus 50 divided by 5x minus 50. So the resulting number is nothing but expenses, which is given as 7 is to 9. Now by doing cross multiplication, let's calculate the x value, that is 9 into 4x minus 50, which is 36x minus 450. This will be equals to, here it is 7 into 5x, that is 35x minus 350. So bring 35x to this side, it will be 36x minus 35x. This will be equals to 450. Once we bring it to this side, it will become plus minus 350. That means x is equals to 100. Right? Now let's substitute x value in order to find out earnings. So that is 4 into x, that is equals to 400, and one more is 5 into x, that is equals to 5 into 100, that is rupees 500. So their daily earnings are rupees 400 and rupees 500. Students, in next session we'll start with proportion. Please feel free to provide your questions or comments in comment section. Thank you for listening and have a great day.